Hello, 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 everybody. It is Matt, and it is Terrifying Tuesday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the information in the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. Today I give you your brief synopsis, your starring cast, your director, runtime of the cut I was watching, a link for a trailer, a link for where you can watch this bad boy for free, and if you decide you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. So with all that said in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a very fun one. It is a blast from beginning to end. It is directed by one of my favorite independent directors, Jake Perry. It was made back in 2019, and it is none other than Limited Horizons. Holy shit, what a fun movie this is. It is essentially Clerks meets Empire Records. It is just absolutely one of those movies that is just jaw-droppingly funny from beginning to end. It starts out with you're meeting our two main characters in their separate abodes. They live very different lifestyles, it seems like, except they're both very hardcore into insulting people and other things, but we'll get to that in a little bit. They wake up, they're at one of the guys' houses. I can't remember if they're watching movies or playing video games. I think they're playing video games, if memory serves me. But either way, that doesn't matter. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is being at the record store Limited Horizons and working. They get a phone call from their boss asking where the hell they're at. They quickly respond with, "Oh, we're at work," when they're clearly not there. The boss responds with, "No, you're not. I'm here. I've been here since noon, since the time you were supposed to be here." So it's one of those things. They quickly go into the record store, and all kinds of fun just ensues from there. They insult every single customer that comes in the store and cover it up with some clever thing like I'm trying to think of something I can say that isn't over the top. At one point, somebody I think he calls him a dumb fuck or something like that, and then he was like, "Oh, don't forget to turn off your truck," something along those lines, and it just had me just rolling in my seat, just laughing. It is just absolutely stunning. Now, during this whole thing, they have a character named Lil Womp-Rat, who is obnoxious but funny as hell because he is a walking cartoon. He is there. He is a up and coming artist, that rapper type person that makes very terrible music, because they play his song "Yum" through the credits, and it's just him going yum 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 throughout the whole thing, and it is just so silly. But Lil Womp-Rat is there doing a meet and greet, and he's signing stuff, and he's so like ridiculous. He wears his watch on his hand, like on his knuckle area, and he's signing stuff with his opposite hand, his left hand, because he felt like being different for the day. And all throughout this, you have different customers coming into this store asking for the latest Lil Womp Rat CD, and both the employees always, what the fuck, you know, like, why do people want that shit and stuff like that. It's great. And there's also another side story where one of them wakes up and they had a party the night before. He wakes up and there's a bra in the bed next to him, and he's just so stoked that he probably got lucky, but he just doesn't remember who it was. So he spends the rest of the movie trying to figure out who it is. By calling up different people, asking if they squashed or smashed, I mean, and banged and all kinds of things. It's just and it's just hysterical. And what else do we got? We got a great little special cameo by Bloody Billy Pond, which was always awesome. I am a huge fan of Circus of the Dead. I was really late to the show with that one. I just recently saw it for the first time, and holy smokes, what a good movie. And I can't wait for part 2. And then you eventually, like, what else happens? You have a customer at one point wandering around the store looking for some King Crimson albums, and he pulls out a flask, and he's told he can't have it, and then they take it from him. He goes to the front counter, asks for the King Crimson albums, pulls out another flask, and starts taking another pull off of it. Hey, you can't have that in here, so they take it from him. He turns around and he's got a third flask, and he takes another pull off of it and just goes about his way. It is just brilliant. And then they also, at one point, there's a guy in there that they decide that they're going to hire him to work when they are not there, and it just works out brilliantly. Like, they're teaching him all the ins and outs of the job. Like, you have to insult every customer that comes in here. You gotta be here when we're not here, and do all the work, essentially. Which this guy is all about doing it. He's like, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Real people pleaser type. And then eventually the owner of the business does pop in, and the new guy decides he's going to insult him, and he doesn't realize it's the owner of the shop. And he's like, what the fuck? So he gets fired then and there, and so he goes running out the store crying. Oh, it's great. And then I'm not going to give away the brilliant ending on who the bra belongs to, because they eventually figure it out, and it is just absolutely, like, I kind of saw it coming, but seeing it happen was just perfect in my opinion. Alright guys, now on to the 3 things that I love my movies to me. First, on the audio, as I like to say, is crisp, cool, and clean. There's no outside interference or any static, or not one moment, not one, where I had to rewind it, replay it, turn on subtitles to understand what a character is saying. I think the audio is just really, really important in making a good film, because it can really make or break a lot of things, because nobody likes having to rewind a movie to understand a character. So I'm going to give it an A+ there. Dialogue is the funniest shit I've heard since the last Jake Perry film, which was serial killer werewolf aliens or alien werewolves. I can't remember if it goes the other way around or not. And then of course Tapeworm Z, and then Tapeworms or Tapeworm 2, I believe. The guy is just absolutely a brilliant writer, in my opinion. I love his work. I look forward to everything he does. I know he's got something in the works for his next project. I can't wait for that to come along. Hopefully I can do all the help I can to help promote for it, because I think Jake needs to get a lot more attention than what he's getting. His production company, Slash and Chill Productions, is just it's a lot of fun. You get all kinds of different content, and the content is always pure gold. From the dinner party to the killer sandwich, serial killer alien werewolves, to Limited Horizons, to Herman the Monster Slayer. You also have drunken reviews on there, which are absolutely hilarious, and just all kinds of great stuff. So Jake is a very, very, very accomplished writer, and he knows exactly what he wants when it comes to that. So I'm going to give him an A++ on dialogue for this, because it just really connected with me as a viewer, because I worked those shitty customer service jobs where you just want to talk like that to the customers and treat the customers like dog crap, because you just hate your job so much. All right, now the third thing, which is editing. Editing is nice and smooth. There's no loss of pacing, or it keeps a nice forward momentum throughout the entire film. I never once got bored with it. I've watched this thing 3 times now. Yes, it's only 26 minutes long, but still, it's a fun ride. I highly recommend this to anybody that wants a good comedy, that if you like Clerks and not Mallrats, but Empire Records, if you like that kind of stuff, you're really going to dig this, because it is absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to give it another A as far as editing, because he keeps a good pacing on this thing and never loses its momentum. It's constantly going at a nice, steady, fluid pace. I really love that about Jake's work. He knows how to build anticipation and constantly keep it forward, keep the momentum going, because there's no like weird things going on with editing to halt or slow down the momentum that he's already created thus far. So yeah, it's gonna get another A on that end. Now on to my final score of 1 through 5. I'm going to give this thing a 4.5 out of 5. It is just absolutely brilliant from beginning to end. I can't say anything negative about this movie, other than I wish it was longer. Because I could go for a feature-length version of this. I think that would be really cool. I really like all the characters in this. There's even the customers I even like, and even that little suckerfish little womp rat. I even like him a little bit, you know. Like they're all funny in their own way. Like Lil Womp Rat reminds me of J-Rock from Trailer Park Boys in a lot of ways. So it's just absolutely just funny shit. And of course, Jake always ends his films when you watch through the credits. He has this brilliant saying, I believe, I forget how it goes. Onward we go alone, but together we go through the future, or something like that. I know Jake will. I'm going to ask Jake. Jake, please, when you watch this review, please put it in the comment section, because I want people to know that amazing phrase that you put on the end of all of your films. I think it's just brilliant. All right, man. Love your guy. Love your faces. I'll see you tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but on Thursday with another review. It's either going to be a Joe Sherlock or a Sam Mason Bell film. Those two are lined up for this week. Next week is going to be a special week of nothing but toxic filth. And then following week will be, I can't remember exactly what I got lined up. I know I got a Halloween fan film coming up in the future. I'm going to be I'm lining up something to hopefully do a week of 50s horror films, horror science fiction, more like, stuff coming up in the future as well. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you on Thursday, and as always, peace.